Hey, what is up, Aquamigos? How is the world of YouTube doing today? If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Tobias, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, as some of you may know, I've now owned my pool pond for over 12 months, over a full year. So I think it's safe to say I know what pond ownership is like now. I know what it's like to own a pool pond now, and I just want to share with you guys what that was like. As someone who went into this project more or less blindly, I learned a lot along the way, and there's a lot of things that I want to tell you guys. And I'm sure a lot of you guys might be interested in making your own pool pond, and you might want to know what kind of work goes into it. So in just a minute, we're gonna go up to the pool pond and I'm gonna show you guys some things. Also, I went and bought this plastic tub from Target today. We're gonna make a slight modification to the pool pond today. I wanna show you guys that as well. But before we continue, I just wanna remind you guys really quick, in case you haven't done so yet, become an Aquamigo today. All you have to do to become an Aquamigo is go down there and subscribe to my channel, and also hit that bell notifications button so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you guys enjoy this video, if this video helps you out in any way, make sure you hit that like button. That would help me out so much. I would really appreciate that. Now let's get on with it. I also want to give you guys a quick update on my fish down here. Check out my guppies. A lot of you guys like seeing updates on the guppy tanks, so I want to show you guys these guppies really quick. I feel like every time I look at these guys, I notice new patterns in the guppies and everything, because as the fry grow older, they start to develop their patterns and their colors, and they look really cool. There's so many different patterns and colors now, and these guppies are wild, guys. Check out all the fry down here. Awesome. And just an update on this goldfish over here, which I've told you guys before that I'm planning on putting in the pool pond. In my last fish video, I was talking about how I think this fish might have some sort of internal parasite. So yesterday, I was doing water changes on tanks, cleaning off the algae from the glass, and I went ahead and treated this tank with ick. Ick is a parasite also, so I don't know if this fish actually has ick, but he kind of does show some sort of signs that a fish with ick would have, so I went ahead and treated him with that. And even if he doesn't have ick, he might have some sort of other parasite, and hopefully the ick X will also take care of that. But as you can see, there's no visible white dots on him. I did notice today there was some floating goldfish poop in the tank. Floating poop could be a sign of an internal parasite, or it could be signs of a poor diet. So what I'm going to start doing today, aside from feeding him goldfish flakes, I'm also going to add more peas to his daily diet. So if you look right here, I have some peeled, these were frozen peas, which I thawed out in the microwave, and I peeled them. So we're going to go ahead and give him a few of those. I might give him peas, every day or maybe every other day, see if that improves his poop, and we'll see where to go from there. If nothing has changed, then I'm going to go ahead and assume that it is an internal parasite, and I may have to keep treating him with some sort of medication for parasites, as well as more frequent water changes. So let's go ahead and give this guy a couple peas. He really likes those green peas. If you guys have goldfish yourselves and you notice that your goldfish might be bloated or anything like that, try feeding them peas. Make sure they're the frozen kind, not the kind that are in a can, because the ones in the can have preservatives in them. So yeah, just make sure they're frozen, put some water on them, thaw them out in the microwave, peel them, and then they should be good for your fish. And I know it's been a while, but I actually have an order of business today for you guys. For our first and only order of business today, I am extremely happy to announce that we now have Aquamigos merch available. We have an Aquamigos shirt up on Amazon for sale. Go ahead and check it out. It's going to be the first link in the description below. And this is what the Amazon page looks like right here, guys. I'm going to show you guys right now. Alright guys, so this is the shirt right here. As you can see, it's called Guppy Frenzy t-shirt, and if you look on it, it is a pattern of guppies, and these are actually guppies that I own. I designed this shirt myself. If you look down here in the right corner, it says Aquamigos right here, and yeah, check it out. I think it's a super cool design. These are all guppies that I own, and I actually designed this shirt myself. And if you look here, this is the Adobe Illustrator file in which I designed these shirts, or this shirt design, I guess. And let me just show you guys. Yeah, right here, it's a picture of, let me just show you guys this quick. The way I made the design is I took pictures of my guppies and I actually traced them myself, and that's how I made the design. So if you guys didn't know, I have a background in graphic design, and that's how I designed this guppy t-shirt right here. So let's just go ahead and go through the colors really quick. It comes in black, and the cool thing about the black t-shirt is that the black guppies, I love how black on black looks. I think it looks so clean. And then it comes in, you know, the classic white color, the baby blue color, the heather gray, the dark heather, I guess that's called, the heather gray, and then the heather blue. And also the cool thing about having this handled by Amazon is that it's going to have free shipping on orders over $25 shipped by Amazon. So I think the option for free shipping is a huge plus. So anyways guys, the link to this Guppy Frenzy Aquamigos t-shirt will be down in the description below, the first link in the description below. And that just about wraps up our orders of business for today. Let's go ahead and head up to the pool pond. Alright guys, so we're making our way over to the pool pond right now, and I forgot to mention that the Aquamigos t-shirt will be available here in the US, also in the UK, and also in Germany. So you guys are all covered. I went ahead and ordered myself a shirt. It should get here by next Wednesday, so hopefully in my next fish video I should have one of the Aquamigo t-shirts. So as I was saying earlier, I wanted to talk about pond ownership over the past year and tell you guys a little bit about that. And I want to say off the bat, owning a pond has been a lot less maintenance than I thought it would be. It's even a lot less maintenance than just like a fish tank or an aquarium. Check it out guys, this is it right here. Check out all the fish. And just a few things that I wish I would have known at first. There's a lot of things that I learned along the way, but one of the main things that I wanted to tell you guys about is that off the bat, you should go ahead and get the proper size pond pump and also a good filter. I tried to go ahead and use the pool filter that this pool came with, and it just wasn't adequate. I actually have it over here. This is what it actually came with. I paid a little more money and got the version that came with the actual pool pump, but that is actually not suitable for being used as a pond filter. You want to make sure you go ahead and get a pond filter. This one right here circulates 1,000 gallons per hour. And then over here I have the waterfall filter. In my video that I posted a long time ago when I actually got this filter and pump, a lot of you guys were telling me that the waterfall filter was out of stock on Amazon, but I recently just checked and it's back in stock. So I'll go ahead and have that link down in the description below in case you are interested in getting that, because apparently a lot of you guys weren't able to get it because it was actually out of stock, but it is back in stock now. Another thing guys that I wish I would have known from the get-go is that I wish I would have known about quarantining fish, because as some of you might know, in my early videos, whenever I would get new fish, I would just go ahead and add them immediately to the pond, where along the way some of the fish that I got from the pet store happened to be sick and I put my fish in danger because I did not quarantine those new fish. Luckily, you know, I've learned along the way and I've been quarantining fish all the time when I get them now. But just keep that in mind guys, you want to go ahead and quarantine fish when you get them. The other piece of advice I do have for you guys is when you get your pond filter, pond pump setup, it would be a good idea to get a UV clarifier filter right off the bat. It's one of those things that isn't 100% necessary, but I can tell you just from my experience, I wish I had that from the beginning, because that would have prevented my pond from getting murky and cloudy and then having to get this and then having to wait several weeks until it cleared my pond water. So if you get a UV clarifier like this one right here, which I'll have linked in the description as well, if you have that from the get-go, you won't ever have to worry about your pond getting cloudy and murky. Also, it kind of helps with the pond smell. It doesn't smell that bad because, you know, it's eliminating a lot of the algae that creates that yucky pond smell. And yeah guys, the pond is pretty much an ecosystem that for the most part takes care of itself. One of the cool things is that when it rains, you know, the pond will go ahead and overflow a little bit, and then the rainwater will fill it up again. And the cool thing about that is like it's like a, you know, a free water change pretty much. One of the things that I do have to do pretty often is add new water. You know, when the sun evaporates the water that's in there, I have to add new water. I have to clean out the filter every once in a while using pond water. Don't use tap water to clean out your filter. And then also the pre-filter that is inside the pump, you know, I have to clean that out somewhat regularly because that does get clogged from time to time. But I gotta say, guys, the maintenance on the pool pond has been so easy. It's been really easy, guys. The amount of work that I put into the pool pond and the amount of enjoyment I get out of the pool pond is totally worth it. So for myself, I guess the only other thing that's in question about the pool pond, which I am not sure of yet, is how long it will actually last. Here in California, you know, we have a lot of harsh sunlight beating down on this, on the you know, whatever the pool liner or whatever that's called. And I'm not sure how long that lasts, but it has been over a year at this point, and so far I do not see any signs of damage or wearing away of the pool liner. So far so good. As you can see, guys, around the edges here and on the sides, you know, there's no sign of the pool liner going bad or anything. And guys, I actually have some pretty exciting news for you. Yesterday when I was cleaning out the pond pump, on the outside of the pump, I noticed some egg clusters. I believe that they are goldfish eggs. Check these out. I'll put a picture right here just in case I can't get them on camera good, but let's go ahead and take a look at these really quick. So I unplugged the pump and check this out. Oh, there's a bee right there on the hose. All right, let's check this out, guys. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. See that, guys, on the side of the pump right there? Oh shoot, the bees are getting angry. I'm gonna do this really quick so they're not out of the water too long. See that right there, guys? Those, I believe, they are goldfish eggs. Ugh, bee fell in there, I gotta get it out. You gotta save the bees, guys. Bees are very important to our environment. Yeah, I got him. But yeah, you may think that it was bad that I just took that out of the water with the eggs on it, but I gotta tell you guys, yesterday I had that pump out of the water much longer because I didn't notice the eggs on it because I was cleaning that out. So hopefully they are still alive. Hopefully they're fine. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and give these guys a quick feeding so you guys can see that, and then we'll go ahead and get started with this plastic bin. I'll show you what I got that for. It's always fun feeding the pond. So what I have next, guys, is I got this plastic bin, guys, and it's gonna be going into the pool pond. And whenever you're putting something that's plastic in an aquarium or a pond or something, just make sure that it's like food grade or it has the recycle numbers either 2 or 5. This one has recycle number 5. Check it out. And right here, guys, you see that recycle number 5. And the reason that you want that is because you don't want like a lower quality plastic going into your water that might leach toxins into your water. And the reason that I bought this is because I'm gonna have it upside down just like that in the pool pond, and on top of it I'm gonna set the pond pump, which is over here right now. And what I want to do is I actually want to move the pond pump to this corner over here, because the way it is right now, and like some of you guys actually pointed this out to me, and I do read my comments and I do like take into consideration what people recommend to me, and this actually made sense to me. So the way it is right now, you know, the pump is picking up water from right there, bringing it around, and then the filter is dumping the water back in right there. So if the filter is dumping water right there and the water is traveling this way, a lot of that's probably getting picked up again in the pump instead of taking water from over here. It's probably taking a longer time for this water to circulate than it is for the water over there. So what I want to do is put the pump over on this end so that it's taking water from over here and new water is getting dumped in over there. Or should I say the filtered water is getting dumped in over there. I hope I explained that well enough. And the reason that I have this plastic bin right here is because the other day, you know, I was thinking to myself, what if for whatever reason, you know, there's an earthquake or something and my filter gets knocked over, or somewhere in the hose, you know, say if the hose springs a leak somewhere around here, this thing is you know, circulating 1,000 gallons per hour. Within an hour, the entire pond would be drained, and I would be in a lot of trouble, because as it is right now, the pond pump is pretty much on the bottom of the pond. You know, it might be like 2 inches above the ground maximum, but in my opinion, that's not enough. So what I want to do is I want to put the pond on top of this plastic bin or plastic container, so that I can know if something does happen where the hose springs a leak or my filter gets knocked over and the pond is leaking water through the pump, like the pump is pumping water outside of the pond, at least I'll know there'll be about this much water left at the bottom of the pond, so my fish won't die. And I think the plan is right now is I actually want to cut holes on the sides so that the fish can actually swim through here. Now, some of you might actually be wondering like why I don't just put a cinder block into the pond, and that's because cinder blocks are made out of concrete, and concrete will leach toxins into your water over a period of time. Putting concrete into my pond will affect the alkalinity and the pH, and I just don't want to take that risk. I do see on YouTube that there are people who do put concrete into their ponds, like cinder blocks and things, but I just don't think it's a good idea. I just don't feel comfortable with that. I don't want to take the risk, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to use this plastic bin, which will be completely safe. So first things first, guys, let's go ahead and cut the holes in this bin. Alright guys, I went ahead and sanded all the sharp edges. They feel pretty smooth. I don't think a fish would be able to cut itself now. I'm going to pull these pieces off real quick. And yeah, we should be able to go ahead and put it in the pond. Before I continue, I just want to raise the water a bit, because as you can see, there isn't that much water up above the plastic bin, maybe just like 8 inches or so. So I'm going to do that really quick. And in the meantime, while it's doing that, I'm going to try to figure out how I exactly want everything to go, as I'm going to move the pump to this corner. Another thing that I just wanted to mention is that with the pool pond, you don't typically have like a skimmer. A skimmer would definitely help a lot with like taking in a bunch of the leaves and pine needles that fall on the surface of the water. But what I did last year when it got into the windy season is I put netting over the top, and that really helped. That really helped keep stuff out. So I might just do that again. All right, guys, I went ahead and raised the water level a bit. Let's go ahead and get the pump situated in its new spot. Alright guys, there we go. We got the pump set up on the other corner. Hopefully that will create some more circulation, get the pond looking a little clearer. I think it's... yeah, that's going to be good too, having the pump off the floor. Oh look, fish are swimming in there. Alright guys. Let's take a look. Let's take a little walk around. Alright guys, well that's just about it. The wind really picked up here like out of nowhere. That was kind of crazy. But that's gonna be just about it for this video. Make sure you go down there to the description below to check the link for the Aquamigos merch. If any of you guys buy a shirt, if you want, send me a picture on Instagram and I will post that picture on my Instagram. And yeah guys, if you have not done so yet, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell notifications button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if this video helped you out in any way, or if you liked this video, make sure you go down there and drop me a like. That would help me out tremendously. I would really appreciate that, and I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.